begin by opening the Azure AI Foundry platform from your AI Foundry Hub resource. Azure AI Foundry provides a digital workspace for building and testing artificial intelligence models inside Microsoft Azure. In this demonstration, you'll learn to use two main types of AI models: discriminative models and generative models. Understanding the difference between these models helps you select the right one for each AI task. First, from the Azure AI Foundry AI Services page in the left side navigation bar, select Vision Plus Document. Once on the page, click the View All Vision Plus Document Capabilities link in the Vision and Document box. Here, you can choose to analyze documents, faces, or images. For this demonstration, select Image and then choose Common Object Detection. Click Try Demo. In order to try this demo, we'll need to connect to an Azure AI service instance. Since we don't have one available, we'll need to create one. To do so, click the link, Create a new AI Services resource. A dialog box will appear on the screen. Under Region, select the region closest to you. Give your AI service a name and click the Create and Connect button. Now let's test this new model by clicking on the Browse for a File link and browsing for a file to see what the model tells us it is. In this example, we'll use a photo of a cat. As you can see, the model has drawn an outlined bounding box around it, and with 89.3% confidence has decided that this is a cat. Discriminative models focus on sorting real data into categories such as animals, plants, or objects. They're strong at telling items apart, but they do not create new pictures or content. Discriminative models can also work for text. Let's go back to our AI services page. Instead of the Vision and Document category, let's select the Language and Translator category. On the Language page, scroll down to Explore Language Capabilities. Since we want to classify some text, we'll click the Classify Text tab. For this example, we want to detect the language of a sentence, so we're going to go to the Detect Language box and click Open in Playground. From the Playground page, go to the Sample box. Here you can either select a sample from the drop-down or enter your own sentence. For this example, we're going to enter the sentence, "The sun is shining." Once you've selected a sentence, or typed in your own, click Run and see what language the model predicts. As you can see on the right, the model has predicted that this sentence is in English, and it has a confidence score of 1, which translates to 100%. This is an example of using a discriminative model for language recognition. Now, let's look at how generative models work. To do this, go back to Playgrounds. Open the Image Playground and click the Try Images Playground button. Once again, we're going to need a new model deployment, so click the Create a Deployment button. Select the model type, in this case, Dolly 3, and click the Confirm button. In the dialog box, click the Create Resource and Deploy button. With the model deployed, we can start working with generative models. Generative models are designed to create new content using a starting instruction called a prompt. Prompts are text instructions or ideas given to the model. In the text box labeled Describe the image you want to generate, type a short description, a futuristic cityscape at sunset. Press the Generate button to start the process. The generative model reads the text and produces an image based on the details provided. The generated image appears on the left side of the workspace. Notice how every part of the image reflects the words in the prompt: bright colors, modern buildings, and a sun setting behind the skyline. This image did not exist before. The model has created something new, using information from many city pictures it learned about during its training. Generative models can also create new text. Let's go back to the Playgrounds tab and go to the Chat Playground. Once again, we'll need a new deployment, so click Create a Deployment. You can use any of the models shown. We'll use the model router for chat completion for this example. Click Confirm. In the dialog box that pops up, click Deploy. In the text box within the Text Generator tool, enter the prompt, "Tell a fun joke about computers." And then click the icon to generate. Notice the answer right here. The model displays a joke about computers. This process uses a prompt to create new content the model has not seen before. Let's try another prompt. In the box, type, "Write a short poem about cats." Click the icon to generate. As you can see, we now have an original poem built from patterns the model has learned about cats. So let's compare these two outputs. The discriminative model showed a real photo that we provided and sorted it into the cat category. Generative models like this text chat playground generated a new set of text, or in our image playground, a new image based on a textual input that we provided. When choosing a model for an AI project, begin with this question. Should the project separate items into existing groups or create new examples? If sorting or labeling existing data is the goal, a discriminative model is ideal. If making new content based on ideas or prompts is needed, a generative model works best. To practice these steps, select any image to test a discriminative model or try different prompts to see what a generative model can create. Carefully review the process and results. Over time, this practice will build understanding of how and when to apply each model type. This ends our demonstration of using discriminative and generative models. As you can see, the differences are clear when comparing outputs. Mastery of these steps is the foundation for building more advanced things with AI tools and solutions in Azure.